reconvene the regular scheduled meeting at 6:00. We stand for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible.
with liberty and justice for all.
Kind of half of that is spray, so it's printing. The other half of this. All right, we have a quorum. There are no adjustments to the agenda. Any public to speak on a non-agenda item? All right, review minutes from January 25th, 2023.
Second.
West motion, no second. Any discussion? All those in favor? There's no correspondence. New business. Shoreland zoning permit application for 5 Lions Lane. To determine if the application is complete and schedule a site visit. So what they're doing is closing in the front porch. The front porch is 96 feet away from the Range Lake.
Right.
All right, full disclosure, I'm doing this project too.
I know, so you should abstain.
Let's get up, move on it.
All right. And they're not making any adjustments. They're literally just closing in the porch that's existing, right? According to Carl, that's
So the existing porch, only 2/3 of it's getting closed in on the front porch, the rest is gonna be open stairs, and then the addition goes on the back of it.
in addition, that's nothing to do with this, because it's outside.
Right.
And a heated space, so it's a living space.
Porch?
If they close it in and add it to the forecourt,
Yeah, so that's,
but they're within, they're 4 feet too close to the lake.
that's why they did the shoreline zoning application. I'll second that. Any discussion on it?
No, I didn't see, I wasn't here, I guess, for the. zoning,
Is it just important that we want to-
but
All right. All those in favor? I need a motion to schedule a site visit. Second. It's still light out at 5. Would you 5? Five. So I make a motion that we schedule a site visit for 5 Lions Lane at 5 PM on February 22nd. I made a motion, my second. Any discussion? All those in favor? One abstain. All right, moving on continuing business. So the 2 Abenaki Road has come back in front of us. So the original square footage that he put on his application was incorrect. He's still only expanding it 30%. But on this new, there are some changes. From my understanding, they want to take down the shed, and there's actual Carlton pictures.
So if the shed goes, building can go back, right?
If the shed goes, I think the building can go back.
Where,
The reason the reason I say I think is if you look at the telephone pole, it's hard to tell from the picture. That goes in your packet. So it's hard to tell from the picture if that telephone pole is in the way of the back of the house. How easily do telephone poles get moved?
All right,
well, so
All right.
this is exactly what we're talking about, so.
you gotta,
We can move probably.
if they go up if they go up, but there's a story, there's an operation. But if they do, that pole's gonna be moved anyways because of. He said this power company still doesn't right away there.
Oh. So they would have to put in for application.
Right, the power company has the right.
And the only other thing that we don't know on this point is we don't know where his lines and setbacks are. So if he did go back, right, he still has to meet the setbacks with the building. If we tell him to move it back, he's still gonna meet the setbacks to move it back. I have no idea where they are. That would be my only thing about that.
If you look, even if he takes the shed down. Find the one from last time. You look at the drawing or the plan from last time, where the shed is, you can see his well is literally right behind the shed. This,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not that?
Yeah.
yeah, so even if he took down the shed, he can only move it back to the,
Well, you can move it back to the shed, which is gonna be in another.
was it, I don't think it was 25 feet, but.
I don't know.
But yes, no matter what, he would still have to move it back if he took the shed down. So you would have to do it.
They're already only 10 feet off the lot line now.
Yeah.
10 feet, so it really kind of can't, it can come back a little bit, not that much, so it's gonna run into the right of way of that road.
So here's the thing with this. Do you guys want to schedule another site visit? Yes. But if we want to schedule a site visit, that needs to be done first.
I don't think there's any point doing anything yet. It's proposed.
For the,
As far as going up,
Yeah, I mean, it's proposed to go up. But this just came in front of us. Saying you can't go up.
he can go up, but he can only go up to 20 feet. I mean, the rest should be done pretty well.
Assuming that the distance will be more.
might not be as close.
You get 8 foot, then another 8 foot, and on top of it.
Well, if he goes a full, right, if he goes another full 8 feet, well, that's what's hard to tell is he going full 8 feet, is he going 4 foot?
So you
Walls
need
or-
more information.
Right. He just says that full off.
I don't think you have enough information.
Marty, what I'm giving them is the state's shoreline zoning. Here's the other. Okay, so,
And I don't think we can determine if that building goes back. If you remove the shed, they almost have to get the road surveyed and the lot line surveyed, right, if it can go back.
Yeah.
You can't determine that.
No, and most of the time those roads are not in the right place to start.
Nothing but one page.
sorry. That would be if we wanted to vote on it tonight, but we don't want to. Marty wanted to put it in there. So you guys just want to table it and get more information? I spoke to Carl briefly about the 20 feet and he was pretty sure that was correct.
Right.
But
Well, I mean, I guess Carl can relay back to him that if he wants to do what he's proposing, then we're probably gonna make a move to build it back, and that will leave that up to him if he wants to go back to the original plan we've already approved.
If the building, so what, so I mean, that the building might not be able to go back, but we might end up in the right way. Right, it's so tight.
But he's gonna need to get a survey for us. So does he want to pay for a survey? Does he just want to go back to his original thing that we've already approved? I mean, that's what I would say. It's up to him.
Yeah.
If he wants to do what he's got now, then I'd say we need a survey to see the right away from.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think we have enough information. No, I'm not. I'm not happy with what we have. I think he's got a lot of footwork ahead of him prior to even wanting to attempt to move it, obviously.
Yeah.
With the utility.
all right,
That
so
must be an association if we're sharing the road, or is that just a, in the sharing the septic, so it's an association?
my guess is would we have to do this association in order to.
Yeah, so that's the other thing, is it condoized, and it's the actual only. Does he just own
It does own.
it?
Yes. Yeah. All right, so we want to find out about the 20 feet
Like,
height. Yep. And in the file, there might be something already. So let's find out if he removes the shed, is it even possible to move the house back? Is there anything else?
no, just the lines and the right of way of the road. The Carl, I already have all that, like you said, you know.
So tight, you know, to do that.
All right.
But if we can get 30 or 40 feet, then we think it's worth moving it back. But I'm just saying, if it's possible, but do you think it's worth going back 30, 40 feet? To me, it is, right?
Yes,
Well, that'd be
absolutely.
like-
Yes. And I know there's a couple trees that he wants to take down, so if we do get to the conditional use permit, that'll have to be addressed as well. Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so I need a motion to table. Second,
Second that.
any more discussion? All those in favor? Unanimous. Moving on to chapter 38. You have the cleanest copy, the freshest or the newest copy. This is what Kristen put together, the attorney, after the meetings, the joint meetings that we had. So what we have to do now is look it over, see if there's any other changes that we want to make.
Yeah.
Um,
This thing it just gave us. The
well, that's
whole
the
20
state.
foot.
That's the
It
state.
should be in our book.
But should the whole thing be in our? But it's,
Part of it.
there's a lot of stuff missing from chapter 38 that's in the state statute. Okay, so we're not here to discuss it tonight. I wanted you guys to review it, make a list of the things you want to change. And then at the next meeting, I'd like to review it, and if there are no changes, I would like.
So
to.
I just think some key points like the 12, 20, the 15 foot, the 20 foot, those are key points that if this is what we have to follow, should be referenced.
Okay.
Just so. Well, we did not-
What section is that part on? Or print it off? And what section is that under the 20-foot stuff?
Oh, it's on page 5.
Actually, it's a 15 foot.
So the 15 feet is if the entire structure is within the 25 feet of the high water. So. Thank you. Do you think a 30-minute workshop prior to our meeting at the next?
Yeah, we'll have time to,
Do you guys think 30 minutes is enough to discuss our findings and vote on any changes?
Take 2 weeks to review it.
So I make a motion that we schedule a workshop at 5:30, February 22nd, to go over the current version of chapter 38. Motion a second, any discussion? All those in favor?
It's gonna be hard to decide this.
Yeah.
That's not gonna take long.
So our next scheduled meeting is February 22nd, site visit at 5, workshop at 5:30, regular scheduled meeting at 6. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Any discussion? All those in favor?
So I'll make this.
Oh, did you get, this is the other half of